basically been out here at the park all day, just taking pictures and uploading and just hanging out. And there's all the geese down there. There's two little girls feeding them, so they're not like in this area. But when I crossed earlier, they were. It's really peaceful at this park. I need to start coming more often. Especially now, like winter and spring, where it's like cool outside, it's not too hot. I know there's a lot of hiking trails, and then of course there's the water. There's a little dock over there that I just walked across. It's really pretty. And I think that's all hiking trails, and it goes all the way around. I would hike today, but I don't have proper shoes on. I'm just wearing my little ballet flats. Still sitting here in Panera Bread and probably going to be here all day. My current goal is to have 300 items listed in my store, and I currently have 203, I think, so I got a long way to go. I am so ashamed because my car, specifically the back seat of my car, has never been messy in the entire time that I've had it, which is like 8 years. But look at this mess. I have my mannequin, my donation bag. I should have gave that to the thrift store today. I forgot. I don't even know what's going on right here besides the donation bag and the tail end of my mannequin. There's the torso of my mannequin. There's a shirt hanging up that I took home and steamed. And here is from the floor all the way up to the top of my seat right here are my thrifting haul bags. And the reason they're in the back seat is because there's my mannequin torso, my makeup bag, and my notebook too. But the reason they're in the back seat is because my trunk is so overwhelmed with clothes because I called myself trying to get better pictures. So I've been going home in the park, which the park is really interesting. I should record that one day. But I've been going home and the park and just various places trying to get good shots, not necessarily like the background, but just like good shots in sunlight. So I've been taking the clothes back and forth out of the storage unit because I don't know if I've mentioned already, but taking pictures in the storage unit, sometimes the color is off or it looks really dim. I have been taking the clothes with me wherever I go and taking the mannequin with me pretty much everywhere and setting it up in sunlight, which has been really interesting because the park has been like my main place to go because it's so beautiful right now. So that's funny. But I just have clothes everywhere and my car is suffering because of it. Anyway, today was 50-cent day at the thrift store. So I have quite a lot of inventory that I need to sort into my notebook and write down all the various prices. I might as well do it now because I can remember the colors still, because I went straight for the sale colors because it's by sales prices are by tags. So they had 2 half-off tags, one $1 tag, and then one 50-cent tag. So everything in my bags except maybe 1 or 2 items is sale. So I need to record how much each item was right now while I still remember what the color tags were. Also, because I've been making sales more consistently, like at least 1 or 2 per day, I've made a shipping schedule, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. is what I'm shooting for. So I also in the back seat amongst all the chaos have my items that I need to ship out. I think I have like 3 or 4 items that I need to ship out. So this is frustrating, but we're gonna get it done. Good morning. I feel like I haven't vlogged in like 500 years, but that's because I've been sick for the not all last week. I got sick like Thursday. So it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, yesterday I was feeling pretty good, and today is Tuesday. So Tuesday, I feel like besides just the congestion, which you might be able to hear in my voice, I feel like I'm pretty much back to normal. It's just, I don't even think I got sick because of the weather, although the weather has been like crazy. It's like we've had like some pretty bad freezes over the last several days. But what I think it was I went to bed with a wet head. Shame on me, but I took a shower, I washed my hair, and I didn't feel like doing anything to it. So I just went to bed with a wet head, and I woke up with like a head cold or like a sinus congestion kind of feeling, but I was like, it's fine, it'll go away. And it kind of emerged into a full-blown, I think it was just a cold. I don't even think it was the flu or anything serious. I just think it was a cold. So that had me down for like 4 days, a good 4 days. I was probably really sick. And but I'm back now. So I've pre-filmed just now, like literally just now, pre-filmed 2 videos for the week because I didn't upload anything last week, not even a vlog. Well, I uploaded the vlog on last week's Sunday, but I did not upload my shorts, and then I did not upload a vlog yesterday, Sunday. So I missed 3 days of uploads. I just now pre-filmed 2 shorts, what I listed and what I sold, because I didn't get a chance to post last week. Both because I was just really busy last week trying to list, and then I got sick, so that kind of just canceled all of that out. So I'm gonna go into Panera Bread now, have some coffee. I have about 15 or 20 items to list, so I'm going to sit down, force myself to list everything that I took pictures of over the weekend while I was sick, because I had enough energy to take photos. And after I list all of that, then I can go on about my day, which really isn't anything because I did my shipping yesterday and I didn't have any orders this morning. So I really don't have anything else to do besides list, which is why I'm going to force myself to go into Panera Bread and just list. Okay, so I'm in Panera Bread now, and I just got a cheese bagel and some butter because I already had coffee, and I don't really need, most of the stuff on their menu actually has cheese in it or dairy. I'm trying to avoid dairy because I'm still very congested. Obviously the cheese bagel is not that great, but it's kind of what I wanted this morning. So every time I come to Panera Bread, I always sit in this corner close to the window because it's like has outlets. There's an outlet behind me, and I think there's an outlet in front of me too. So I kind of just sit here for a few hours and usually do my listings, and I'll watch something like on TV, like on my phone, on Pluto or a movie or something. It's just nice to get out of the house and do my listings and to do my editing and stuff. At some point I probably need an office space, like an actual office, because I hate working at home because I feel like mentally I'm just not focused. It's better for me to like leave the house. So that's something I've really been thinking about, outside of a storage unit, getting like an actual designated office space to run my business out of. Okay, still here. It's been about 2 hours and I just uploaded my YouTube short, my what I sold, or however I titled it. So that's done, and I thought about editing the what I listed for probably Thursday, but instead I'm just gonna go ahead and start listing because I'm just procrastinating at this point. I don't really hate listing, it's very tedious, so I need to go ahead and get started with that. I'm still trying to get over this congestion, so I decided to get like a energy shot, or maybe just some juice. I don't know. Okay, they had a lot of different options, so I ended up getting the Uncle Matt's Ultimate Defense, which is kind of sort of orange juice, I guess. It's orange, pineapple, and ginger, but on the back it's got like a whole bunch of ingredients, so it's not just orange juice, which is funny because there used to be just like a million different brands of orange juice. Now there's just a million different types of immunity
juices with orange as the main ingredient. It's really weird.
I ran inside of Publix really quick to get some juice. I don't have my tripod, so sorry. I meant to get orange juice, just like regular orange juice, because I haven't had orange juice in a long time. And you know, I wanted to get something a little more natural, a little more healthy, so I got this Ultimate Defense because it said orange juice and pineapple juice, and then it said ginger, which sounded good, sounded refreshing. But this is like it says Ultimate Defense, so I guess that was my cue, but it's like an immunity defense juice. It's not orange juice. It tastes like ginger and turmeric and healthy stuff, which, don't get me wrong, I love ginger, I love turmeric, I take it all the time, especially when I'm sick. It's the reason why I don't usually get sick, and it's the reason why I'm able to fight colds without having to like take meds and stuff. But I'm so tired of ginger and turmeric because I've literally had it for like a week straight trying to get rid of this cold. It's definitely not what I wanted right now. I just wanted some orange juice. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when I was walking from Panera Bread, I was trying to talk, but it was really windy, and I'm pretty sure I almost got hit by a car, so let's try this again. Basically what I was saying, it was kind of a miniature rant about, what was it about? My inability to surpass 230 listings on my stores. Actually, what's even more annoying to me right now is the fact that I have 230 listings on eBay, and Poshmark I never know because they count your sales and your inactives all in the same bubble. And then on Mercari and Depop, I'm like 10 or 12 short of 230, which is super annoying, and I have no idea which items I forgot to cross list. So when I say 230, I mean 230 on eBay, because I should have 230 items listed across all platforms. But 230 seems to be like that marker that I hit, and as soon as I hit it, I make a sale, or I make multiple sales, and then I start listing again, and then I start making sales again. So it's like, it's weird. I can't get past 230. And like I was trying to say earlier, that's not a complaint. Like, I'm not ranting and complaining and saying people stop buying my stuff so I can get to 300 listings. No, that's a good problem to have, that I can't surpass 230. But I thought it was funny that it seems to be like this magic number that I'm stuck at. I think yesterday I listed maybe 6 items. And then the sales were slow over the weekend. I had a really slow weekend. I think I had maybe 2 sales, but just now sitting in Panera Bread, I had like 3 sales. I would love, actually, scratch that. Let me not say love. One day I will make multiple sales per day, and that will just be normal. I'm still new to this, but as of right now at 230, on average, I make maybe 1 to 2 sales per day, and sometimes multiples, like in a day, just depending on how active I myself am being. The reason I had so many sitting in Panera Bread just now is because I sent out bulk offers both on Poshmark and on Depop, so I just kind of caught customers that way. But that's how reselling is in general. You have to constantly work your pages. It's not just a matter of shopping and then having a death pile. You have to list, and you have to list consistently. And I do have plans on being a volume seller, which means I want at least 1,000 is my goal right now. 1,000 items in my closet at least. Yes, they're going to sell themselves over time, but it does help to be sending out offers and being in communication with your potential buyers. So it's a round the clock thing. It's a full-time job for real. When people say full-time reseller, it doesn't mean, oh, I just quit my full-time job and now I'm just sitting around the house, you know, selling things that I bought at the thrift store. No, it's some decent amount of work. The photography part of it, the listing part of it, which can be so tedious. And then of course, communicating with your potential buyers and sending out offers, and sometimes going back and forth with those offers. Sometimes you'll send out offers and buyers will send you a counter offer, and if you don't like that counter offer, you can decline it. You can do a counter to their counter. You guys may go back and forth a little bit. I did want to mention messaging a little bit. This is something that because I watch so many resellers on social media, I was already kind of aware of. And also I've been reselling for a long time too myself, like as a, not even as a side hustle, just as a way to get rid of clothes. I never really took it seriously, but even with me not taking it seriously, I have run across these issues with messaging. I receive a lot of messages, particularly on Poshmark. Probably is the biggest place I receive these messages asking for measurements. 9 times out of 10, those people never buy the articles of clothing. I don't care if you answer them or not, they're not going to buy it. So like I've heard a lot of resellers saying themselves, I've gotten to the point now where I just don't even respond to those messages. So if you send me a message asking for the inseam or the waist or anything like that, and I don't respond, it's no offense. It's just that I've had so many issues, particularly on Poshmark, but in general, where the people who ask those questions never buy the garment. That being said, I am getting a lot better with measuring the garments and including that in my pictures. However, if you are on Depop or Mercari, there is a pretty significant limit on the number of photos I can upload. I think on Depop it's only like 8 pictures, which is stupid. And then on Mercari it's like 12. So on Depop, a lot of times, because I'm trying to get as many good pictures of the garment as possible, I might not have the pictures of the measurements. And then on Mercari, same thing. If there's a lot of pictures of the garment that I'm trying to upload, I might not include the measurements, but I usually try to include at least 1 picture on Mercari because I have a little bit more room. Depop is just stupid. And I also am trying to just write down the measurements in the item description as well, my measurements, because sometimes my measurements are different from what the garment claims the measurements are supposed to be, or what the size chart for that particular brand says the measurements for, like a small, for instance, is supposed to be. I give my measurements and I give pictures of my measurements. And yes, I'm doing it correctly. I know how to measure clothes. What else? Other than messages asking for the measurements of clothes, sometimes I'll have buyers message me asking for a price reduction or asking if I would take a certain offer. And again, a lot of times when I say yes, I will, the buyer or potential buyer never actually comes back and makes an offer for that amount. And I'm like, well, I'm not changing the amount like on the website, just put in an offer for that amount and I'll accept it. And then one particular instance, this person messaged me for like 2 weeks straight asking me, well, over the course of 2 weeks, asking me if I would take a certain amount for a pair of jeans. And I told them several times, yes, I'll take that amount. The first time I had put out an offer and all they had to do was submit a counter offer after they messaged me, submit a counter offer for the amount that we agreed on in messages, and they never did. So then a week later, they messaged me again asking me if I would still accept that dollar amount that we agreed to the week prior. Probably should have said no because you didn't take it the first time, but I said yes. And Bozo disappeared again. So me trying to be a diligent reseller, after like 3 days and they've gone ghost again, I sent them an offer for that amount that we agreed to in messages. Still haven't heard from them. I'm on the fence about blocking them, but I kind of thought, well, maybe they're waiting on their paycheck or something. But I'm really on the fence about blocking them because I think they're just playing games, and I hate games in general with people, but I really hate it in resale because it's like, buddy, I'm giving you an offer that is lower than my standard, like 15%, and you're pushing it now. Because it's like I keep agreeing to this like really good deal for you, and like you're just ignoring it completely. I don't know if homie is waiting on a paycheck or what, but at least say something because it's getting really annoying now. Speaking of blocking, I do block people most definitely on my resale stores. It's not because I'm being harassed, it's because they're being stupid. Flat out, they're just being idiots. Like, if I have a garment, and this was the price, the garment is literally $22, and you send me a $5 offer, you're getting blocked. Like, I don't even have time for that because the shipping is $7. What do you mean you want to pay $5 and the item is $22? Like, you're being absolutely ridiculous. It's no point in me even trying to counter, go back and forth with you. You're just get off my page. So people like that, and I've had at least one or two people like that where they're sending me offers for a garment that is like 95% off and it's below what the shipping price would even be. So those people just get off my page completely. Go to a garage sale. I really don't know what to tell you because this is not a garage sale. It is a resale store. If you want rock bottom prices, find the items the way I do. At thrift stores, at garage sales, at estate sales, or through contacts. Like, what do you want me to say? Anyway, that's my rant, and I don't think I have anything else to really say. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. That's my rant. That's all I really want to talk about as far as reselling goes. And yeah.